The Battle of Salucemi is one of the coolest battles in all of Clone Wars that I completely forgot about. For taking place only in Season 2 of the show, this battle is brutal. From that clone that Grievous kills with the door breach, to that one commando droid that ended that clone point blank at the bottom of the helmet, to cut LaQuaine straight up bare-knuckle decking a commando droid in the face to protect his family. And also, I noticed something special this episode. There is something interesting that happens with the lightsabers when they're turned on in the Clone Wars that I need to cross-reference and see if it happens in the live-action movies. This blew my mind. This arc goes so hard, and I genuinely enjoyed this rewatch so much. Today we're going to be watching this battle in slow motion to see all the cool details we missed the first time we watched this. If you enjoyed the video, send it to your Star Wars friends so you can all tag team the subscribe button until we bring peace and order to the Republic. Comment down below what battle we should watch next, but make sure it's a good one because I am so excited to show you all the cool stuff we found in this one. Now let's grab our blasters and jump right into the video. We literally start the battle with the Republic ship immediately getting boarded by Grievous, and look at this. The first clone that gets shot does like a T-pose almost, where he hits a pose mid-air after he gets shot. Super weird, never seen a clone do that before. This entrance is so intimidating. How freaking cool too. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? Thank goodness it didn't hit Eth Koth, but it absolutely obliterated the clone behind him. Koth just ducked, and the clone behind him just took the entire door panel to the face. Dude is dead for sure. It flung him completely into the next room. And would you look at that? The door actually split apart. It split into two when it fell on the ground. That's such a cool little detail. The door was closed when Grievous cut a circle out, and then when he pushed it back, it went together until it hit the ground, and then it broke into the left door panel and the right door panel. Such a cool addition to the Star Wars droids, especially since they never appear in the movies and only in the cartoon show. Because they show up and they get business done. They take out clones left and right. Melee combat is their specialty. They cleared this whole room in like 3 seconds. I know we don't ever see them chop clones' limbs off, but I am kind of curious how much damage these swords actually do. Because it looks like everyone's still intact, no one's, got a limb missing or anything, but it definitely put them down for the count. Are they unconscious? Are they dead? Did it slice them up? What happens? Where does he get hit? Oh, I think that's on his armor, but barely, by like a millimeter. This is so creepy, them just still walking towards you after they've been cut in half. I love that they do this. They look like little zombie droids.
Murderer! Is it murder to rid the galaxy of you, Jedi filth?
Did you see that? Holy cow. How am I just now noticing this? When Grievous ignites his lightsabers, his hands get pushed inwards, as if igniting a lightsaber creates so much outward force that it pushes your hand backwards. That's like when you shoot a blaster. Well, I mean, I guess they're kind of similar, because when you shoot a blaster, the blast is going out of the barrel and you feel the recoil going the opposite direction into your shoulder or, in your hand. But with a lightsaber, I did not think it had enough force or it had any force at all to push back against your hand. I had no idea this was a thing, but as you can clearly see, they each have that little push inwards. That's so interesting. We have got to look for this in the live action movies as well as the rest of the show to see if this happens everywhere or just this instance. This is such a small detail, and I love this. Okay, this is really cool. This looks like Nadar Veb, Kit Fisto's apprentice that we see on the Grievous Lair episodes. This is a Mon Calamari Jedi, but I don't think it's the same character. But this Twi'lek Jedi, I have no idea who she is. Also, no idea who this is. I almost thought it was Plo Koon with the bigger head, but I mean, Plo Koon's right here in the hologram. I wonder who this green Twi'lek is. Yeah, this girl. Who is this? Okay, yeah, Nadar Veb has different patterns on his head and has a more orange skin color. Whoa, okay, so this is Ikar Oki. Apparently he was in a couple other episodes of Clone Wars. Heroes on Both Sides, Wookiee Hunt, Sabotage, and the Jedi Who Knew Too Much. And apparently this green Twi'lek is Finn Urte. She was the Twi'lek Jedi that was killed by Savage Opress in Revival. Apparently she was in Wookiee Hunt too.
General.
Also, let's see what this airbrush says. It's a little tiny and blurry, so don't hold your breath. Oh, this says hailing code, like the code number of the hailing transition that Obi-Wan is. Yeah, the top is just a bunch of scrambled letters. I have no idea what that says. This whole space battle is so cool that everyone thinks they're one step ahead of the other, and they have all these other contingency plans that are going on besides the initial big conflict. All the little side things going on makes this battle so sick. Jeez, I mean, that is extremely intimidating. Kudos to this clone for standing so close to the door. I mean, I don't know if he's crazy or just courageous, but still. He's literally just hiding right beside the breach. Oh, thank goodness. They had better reflexes than the clone on the last bridge. Jeez, look at this. Cody is just as fast as Obi-Wan is. Someone check his midichlorian count. Oh, so sick. Good shot. Unfortunately, oh my gosh. Did you see that? That commando droid just put his blaster up to the base of that clone's helmet and just ended him. Also, look at the lighting. Holy cow. That is so sick. I love when Star Wars does drastic lighting. That one frame on Hoth after they blow up the shield generator, it just looks like a matte painting. It's so sick. Also, what a brutal kill from this commando droid. At least the other clone trooper avenged his brother. Jeez, they're so accurate. 2 headshots. Right in the forehead, too.
How we doing?
We are close.
Whoa, look. Adi Gallia, she's using reverse grip here. What? Does she always use that? I could have sworn that she uses standard grip. Why is she using reverse grip here? That's so interesting. Yeah, I don't think she uses that anywhere else, does she? We'll have to look out for that. I don't remember that at all. Okay, she's back to normal grip here. Does she use both?
One more step and your friend will die. Ha, ha, ha.
This is so funny. I love that they just cut his arm off. Whoa, was that a force kick? I feel like we don't see those too often. Minus Luke from Return of the Jedi. I can't think of another one instance where someone used a force kick. I love that he just crawls around the entire battle just trying to get the button. It gets pulled away from him and he just turns and crawls to it again. He doesn't have an arm to press it. There's so many good moments in this show.
Cody, come in.
Why are they kicking that droid? Do you see that? I mean, maybe they're just making sure it's dead. I guess I wouldn't put it past a commando droid to play dead only to spring back to life and try to kill more clones. Ugh, this is so cool. Who would have thought that these 4 clones would survive the Grievous interaction, let alone almost take him down? So brave. These clones need a medal or something. I would say a raise, but I don't think clones get paid.
Switch to night vision.
He just punched Grievous in the face. Was that Cody? Let's see, he had an orange wrist plate. I guess they all have that, right? Wait, Cody's the only one who doesn't have that, so it wasn't Cody. It was one of these rookies. That's even more impressive. Because these 2 clones don't have the plot armor that Cody does. Cody could get away with it. He has to be in Revenge of the Sith in a couple years. But these clones do not. They can die this episode. So punching Grievous, that was bravo. They need a pat on the back for that. Jeez, that is so cool. Grievous comes so close to dying so many times this episode. I feel like they're pretty close to catching Grievous a couple times this arc. That's kind of what the whole thing's about. The main chase, at least. Oh my gosh. Ah, rip. That was probably the guy that punched Grievous too. He deserved better. I love that Grievous is boasting that he's commanding the most powerful droid army that the galaxy has ever seen, and then he just constantly bullies and berates and throws his droids around like they're nothing. He treats them like garbage, throwing them out of escape pods, straight up punching them. Such an epic space battle for it to just, happen so quickly and be over, just 1 episode's worth. It was really cool. Whoa, check that out. Do you see those clones in the background? These are all clones from Geonosis. The red and yellow camouflage? Wait, this just happened. The arc before this one was the Geonosis landing at Point Rain and Brain Invaders arc. That's so cool. I wonder if it happens like this chronologically. You know, because some Clone Wars episodes are out of order. There's release order and then there's chronological order. I wonder if Geonosis was before this. This would be so cool. This would be awesome if the clones here are the leftover clones from Geonosis that just got back from crazy Hell on Earth episodes. They're still with Obi-Wan. I mean, I guess Candy Mundi went on a different cruiser and went elsewhere, and that's why he was on a hologram call and not with Obi-Wan in the beginning. But still, that's pretty cool. Okay, I just looked it up and it actually is in chronological order. Brain Invaders and the Geonosis arc just finished, and this is directly after. So all these clones just came back from combat. What a cool little detail. I love that in this episode, the Jedi push. They push to find Grievous, they push to end this war and capture him. I love that. Also, this cape looks so good on Grievous. We don't get to see it often in Clone Wars, but when he wears it, he rocks it. Jeez, what a beautiful shot. I love when they sneak shots like this in. Are those Womp Rats? Look how tiny they are. It's kind of cute. Don't get squished. All right, at the top left, it says regular mode, and then left of that is max and min, like maximum and minimum zoom. Bottom right says infrared mode, which I don't think it was nighttime, was it? Yeah, it says infrared mode, but it's daytime. So this should all be whited out, because it's so bright out. And the bottom two say zoom in, zoom out. Whoa, where did they find Reeks at? And Eopes? Those are on Salucemi too? Are these native to Salucemi? Grievous saw Obi-Wan ride one in Attack of Clones and is like, I gotta try that.
Sir, we need to get our power recharged.
Not this again! How could your power cells be so depleted?
You would not let us ride on one of those creatures with you, sir. If you would allow us to close down for a few moments.
This is so funny. Grievous literally could care less about these battle droids. He's like, I have the best droid army the galaxy has ever seen.
I am the leader of the most powerful droid army the galaxy has ever seen.
But also, I don't care about you. These poor droids are dying, and they're like, do you have a charger? We need to plug in just for 5 minutes. And then he's just, boom, dead.
In range. Take the shot.
Jeez. Okay, first off, it is wild that Rex took a sniper shot this close to the chest and survives. But not only that, look at how far he gets knocked off his swoop bike and backwards into the trees. Look at this. That is insane. What a hit. Dude is a trooper. The plot armor protected him more than anything else. When we see him later, you can literally see the hole in the front of his chest, and when you see him from behind, it comes out the back, it looks like. I don't know how he survived this hit. It was all the plot armor, I'm telling you. What a dramatic way to die. They were like, give us a good death, and dude does a full 360 before he lays down and cuddles his bro.
What do you have?
We've broken the access codes and powered...
Whoa, goodness gracious. Look at that bright yellow hair. You don't see that often on clones. It's pretty cool. I like how individual it is and unique.
We want no trouble here.
Easy with that weapon, ma'am.
We're here as friends.
State your business.
Wait, is she French? I forgot about that. Look at that cycler rifle. She is so cool. Oh, I forgot about the kids. Okay, so question about the kids. When you watched this the first time, were they annoying to you or did you like them? Because I thought they were kind of cute. I feel like this whole arc with the kids and the family is very wholesome. I remember really liking this episode. What a cool back to patch too. That is so sick. I'm actually allergic to band-aids. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a weird Michael J. fun fact deep dive. I can't wear band-aids. They'll make my injuries worse. They flare up my skin and I don't know. Doesn't help. But I bet I could wear a glowing back to patch. This looks sick. And even if I couldn't wear it, I would just suffer through it. This looks way cooler than normal band-aids. Could you imagine someone cosplaying this version of Rex, just shirtless but with a glowing back to patch on? That'd low-key be really cool.
There's our escape pod.
See, now you can use the infrared mode. Now it makes sense. These things look so weird and freaky. They look like the Taper from Ice Age. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they look like these, don't they?
We should be there by now.
We are there almost.
You had better be interpreting the coordinates correctly.
Oh no. We're almost there, sir.
I love that this episode puts out there that the battle droids will just power down and die if they're not charged regularly. This is so cool. What a neat little detail. And I also love that Grievous just constantly does not care. The last episode in this series is when the Lurman got attacked by Lock Durd on Megiddo, which was really cool. You should definitely go watch that. There's a lot of cool things we found. But I was praising Lock Durd for his efforts to make a bomb, the defoliator, that literally saves all machines. It explodes and burns all organic matter, but no battle droids get hurt by it. And I was like, that's so cool that someone actually cares about the battle droids. Even Count Dooku was like, I sure hope this works. This was expensive. And I was like, no way. Does Count Dooku even care about the battle droids? I mean, come to find out, they were just developing it so they could clear out an entire village and then have the village and all the stuff there still left untouched. So, I mean, I guess they didn't really care about the droids, but still, it's funny to go from that to where the droids are like celebrating because they care enough about them to not have them exploded with their bombs, to Grievous literally being like, I do not care. I will kill you myself. What? Are they straight up eating a Womp Rat? All those Womp Rats earlier, that's what they choose to eat on this planet? Honestly, this is some of the better looking food they eat in Clone Wars. We were talking about this last episode as well. Sometimes it looks like Ahsoka's eating those little round sticks that Yoda steals from Luke in Empire. They look like little ground up dirt sticks. And most times, when they're not eating those, they just have shapes to eat. Yeah, look at that. Squares, I'm telling you. And other times, all they have to eat is circles. So not gonna lie, I know it's like a little rat, a little Womp Rat, but it is one of the more appetizing things I've seen them eat. It's so cool that they find one reek and Grievous gets to ride it. Also, it's so funny in the scene before Grievous tells the droids to go find him transportation, and they went out and found him a reek and somehow captured it so that Grievous could ride it. How on earth did a bunch of half-powered B-1 battle droids capture a full-sized reek? The Eope I get, they could be domesticated, but a reek? Have you seen those things in action? They look aggressive. I wish we could have seen like a deleted scene of this, of the battle droids going after and capturing this reek. That'd be so funny.
Fire!
Did you see that ATTE take it to the face? That poor pilot. Let's see how accurate that battle droid's rocket was. Because pilot's in here, right? Okay, so there's a small chance of survival. He may not have died. Look at that guy. Did you see the gunner on top? Look at this. After the vehicle drops, it shakes him out and he grabs on and he's like hanging from the gun. Look, he's sitting there hanging and then he lets go at the last second. What a neat little detail. What is he doing after? Is he grabbing his head? Jeez. Okay, someone check this clone's midichlorian count too, because that was fast reflexes. I don't know if that would have hit him, but still, the reaction time is impressive here. That is so freaking cool. He shoots it out of the air? How is that even possible? That's like that Mythbusters episode where they try to shoot a bullet out of the air with another bullet. Oh, the first one missed and the guy on top hit it. Okay, give that clone a raise too while we're at it. Good shot.
Do you think somebody's in there?
This is terrifying. I love when Clone Wars is creepy and embraces it. I love the zombies, I love the Terminator vibes. I want more scary Star Wars. Is that bad? Could you imagine a series around the Blackwing virus? That would be so cool if they did that right. Just straight horror, just lean into it. I love that she's like, oh no, what monsters? But she actually does believe them. She's like, kids will be kids, you know, there's not real monsters out there, but she still believes them. She's like, I like that she just doesn't write them off like you would see most parents do. Infrared mode, baby, it makes sense. Jeez, I love that they're like zombies too, because they're low power. Because if they were full power, there's no way Rex and Cut could kill as many as they do, right?
What weapons do you have?
Yes, I love that he kept his old service weapons. The DC-15 and the DC-17, these are so cool. And look at that cycler, it looks amazing. I love that he kept his blasters from when he crashed. This is so cool, but I can't imagine this is good for close quarters combat. Typically you go for the shortest barrel, so you can maneuver easily. Did you see that droid shooting like a gangster? His gun is upright, but his head's all sideways. Look at the muzzle flash on that. This is crazy. That's a cannon. Never mind. Point that wherever you want. I wish it would have showed it going through the first commando droid's head and hitting and killing the second commando droid as well. Also, is this a purple blast? No. Yeah, it's blue, right? Weird. It looks purple there and then it looks blue here. So I'm not really sure. Purple's a really rare blaster to see in Star Wars, but I don't know. I could have sworn that was that, but it looks blue here. Oh look, a little reflex trigger squeeze. He was shot and he still fired. He did it too. Could you imagine that? You shoot a battle droid and he's dead and his trigger finger reflex kills you? That would suck. Maybe it's in their programming to fire when they die, because it happens so frequently across all battle droids, especially the B1s and the commando droids. The B2s I'm not sure about. What a clean headshot. I know it's point blank, but still, the head popping off, that is satisfying. Here's Johnny. Goodness. Whoa! Look at that breakaway shot. Okay, this is so much detail for Clone Wars. Usually it's just a blast and a hit and the head pops off, but you can literally see through his head as it disintegrates. And look, you can see all of his parts flying out the back of his head. How cool is that? This episode went so hard. Are you serious? Did anyone else see that? Okay, everyone pay attention and watch this clip. I'm gonna replay it for you because I've never noticed this. Watch Obi-Wan and the B1 battle droid here. Okay, so he starts off the ground. The battle droid is jumping backwards as Obi-Wan is about to use his lightsaber and strike at his feet. I mean, it does look like his lightsaber makes contact with his ankle and sparks fly, but when he lands, he's still standing on his ankle like he didn't hit him. And then when he lands, he goes to turn and run away, and then he gets cut down. But still, that's crazy. A B1 battle droid evades a lightsaber attack by jumping? This has got to be the only time this has happened, right? Oh my gosh, right in the eye. Bullseye to the eye. Also, the lighting, look at this. When the blasters are going by, the lighting looks so cool in his hut. Also, look, this commando droid gets hit and he shoots 1-2 times after he's dead. Still, trigger reflex immediately. I'm telling you, it's in their programming. It's like as soon as they sustain a critical hit, it triggers something for them to just feather their trigger finger and shoot as many times as they can before their systems fail. Oh, that was so sick. The melee in this episode goes so hard. Did you see that? Cut just punched a commando droid in the face. I wonder if Cut having more to fight for than the average clone, him having a family, a wife, a house, a life, this farm, I wonder if it unlocks more of his abilities that he's been ingrown with his whole life. I mean, clones are pretty strong-willed as is, but still, Cut is a different breed. Literally made the dude's eyes turn red. How cool is that? I'm so glad he doesn't die. Although I did think he was going to die. I can't tell what the droid was trying to do when it grabbed his head. It looks like his hands are around Cut's head, as if he's trying to like squeeze his skull, but I guess they don't have that much squeeze power. But it literally just looks like he's trying to squeeze his forehead, which is pretty dark. Yeah, see, a throat squeeze, this is what I would expect a droid to do. But him just squeezing his forehead is wild. Did you see that? This battle droid has his arms up and he's running away screaming. That is so funny. They literally are just children. I like that they gave the B1 battle droids a comedic tone in this show. It was so much more fun to watch.
Oh, shoot, I'm not the commander. He's the commander. Guess I'm the commander now.
Whoa, Grievous just threw his cape at Obi-Wan. He did the old spin and derobe. And then he just threw his robe in Kenobi's face. So close. So frustrating. I know he's got to make it to Revenge of the Sith, but still. He looks so funny flying away like that. This is so sweet. I love that Rex respects Cut and just kind of lets him live his life as is. Also, another beautiful shot to end the episode with. Goodness gracious. That was a lot of cool little details. This arc was so brutal. I love that they went hard with the melee. Go in the comments and tell me which battle we should watch next. Go watch this video if you haven't seen it. It's really good as well. And remember, the Force will be with you always.